delivers a shoulder for good measure.
Bench on this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Today. This one the other way. Still going back. Got the track. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
number 32, Tony.
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Welcome into Monday's edition. And yes, like basketball, like women's hoops row. Well, Molly Miller, it was a row weekend all over. What is up, Emily? Yes, go Devils. That is absolutely right. But yeah, what a weekend it was in Sun Devil Nation. Absolutely phenomenal. The NFL draft, obviously 4 players drafted and a ton more signed free agent deals. Yeah, there's a very nice, very nice. Uh, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, we gotta get this one in there. But I gotta show you that because this is crazy. So yeah, I'll show you in a second. I guess crazy busy weekend. Obviously, so stoked Saturday. Well, round one, as we know, Jordan Tyson and Max Yanich both go day one. Tyson to the Saints. We talked about that. That was all Friday's show was dedicated to pretty much because, again, second receiver taken, the best receiver in the draft. And he will show it. And playing on the other side of Chris Olave, who has been huge. I mean, that's huge. But that being said, Jordan Tyson obviously goes 8th. Mackie Onshore goes 21st. And then finally, and I say finally because in the 5th round, this guy, the 5th round, guys, Keith Abney Jr., you see him right there. He is a Lion. And, man, the way he played, the way he grew, I mean, how he came up. I mean, yeah, Miles Rouser, obviously from safety, laid some big hits, which, we got used to with Jamari Simmons as well with the safeties, and then even Xavier Alford, who, well, I'll get to him, signed with the Bucks, free agent-wise. Prince Dorba signed. There is a ton. Malik McClain just signed with the Jets. Also going to Pittsburgh. Shimon Mateer signed, but Keith Abney Jr. is a Lion. Always been a great friend of the show. Gracious with his time. So again, very stoked for Keith Abney Jr. There. So he goes in the 5th round, and then 9 picks later goes Keyshawn Elliott to where the Monsters of the Midway. And I shot a message to linebackers coach H.A. Cooper. It's a man, so stoked for Keyshawn. Obviously, congrats to him, and obviously saying congrats to the coach because you work with these guys, you put this time in, and he gets drafted by the Bears, and it's just crazy because the Monsters of the Midway and a guy that, I said, coaches said, put it out there on X, puts his helmet on, goes to work. Yes, he can be a vocal leader, but man, he will lead by example. He will crack some skulls, get the defensive line going and everything, and seeing his call, from the Bears. So Abney goes to the Lions. Keyshawn Elliott will be his. Well, at least it won't be technically going against each other, since obviously, as you guys know, playing the defensive side of the ball. But softball, man, it was senior weekend, and it was tough to have Texas Tech in here, the number 2 team in the land. You saw I got you the home runs on the way in. There was Katie Chester and Tanya Wendell, you see rounding the bases, who, again, I was getting stuff, and didn't hit record, but then you saw Brooklyn Ulrich's full home run. Yeah, Saturday they crushed the ball, but inevitably with Caitlin Terry and Kennedy, Nijari Kennedy, who is now 20-3 overall. But yeah, she got tattooed on Saturday a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the 3-game sweep yesterday. On Sunday, it was 7-1. Was the final, and so Friday it was It was 6-0, and again, that was like death by 1,000 paper cuts. On that one, but then Saturday again, you saw the home run fest, but Texas Tech just does enough, and they win 7-5. So there's that, and then yesterday. Yeah, I mean 7-5, and the Devils were in it. I mean, it was like I said, Tanya Wendell, Emily Shep, and Brooklyn Ulrich all go yard. Tanya Wendell was hit by pitches twice. Funny, after her home run. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, come on, you guys know me. It's peculiar. But yeah, Wendell was 1 for 2. Drove in and scored one. Obviously, it was a solo shot, but yeah, she was hit by pitches twice, and then Kaylee Pond was 1 for 4 that game. Sam Swan was 0 for 3 with a walk. Emily Shep 1 for 3, and she had 2 RBIs and scored a run as well. So she's just been squaring up the ball too. I mean, Coach Barlow's been talking about that, and again, just consistently. But Emily Shep at third base, I mean, just maybe not her first position, or maybe most, like, I don't know. I always hate saying natural in the sport because it's like, again, somebody who's playing, but nonetheless, anyway. But I need to digress real quick. I am Michael Carasino at Diablo00_5_ on X. You can us live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, my IG. I know you guys have never told you this, at Michael.Caratinudo.5, which is just absolutely crazy, right? Because you've never heard that from me whatsoever at all. So yes, you can go to there and check it out. And then also, last but not least, guys, the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, watch live, but subscribe, because you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews. Some obviously great game highlights, post-game, everything. We'll hear from we're probably going to hear from coaches tomorrow, just because, again, have that time and a little bit of break, because it was also a senior weekend, and I want to honor the softball seniors. But so go to YouTube, though. Like I said, you missed a plethora of phenomenal conversations. So there's coaches, players, voices, insiders, alum, from many different generation, as you guys know. Also, sound from practice, post game, like I said, like it is all there taking you in and through Sun Devil Nation. So, that being said, you know how to get to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caracino. My YouTube page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Because again, just so much is there, and like I say, these con reviews. Again, people say, "What's a con review?" Yes, it's an interview, but it's a conversation here because we've had friends, and so like most recently, CJ Fight, phenomenal defensive tackle for the Sun Devils, came back, had a great conversation. Yeah, talked some football. Yeah, his brother Trey went to UT San Antonio. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, or UTSA. Sorry. But he transferred there. But yeah, you're talking family. Obviously, got a new dog, Atlas. Because he's been neglected of Hank just coming to visit here in Arizona. But he said at home he's got a camp coming up. Again, if you missed an interview, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005. And again, you can get all caught up. Because when I say where have you been, you know what I'm going to say, Pitchfork Munchers, you newbies. Hey, I am stoked you're here. But for you newbies, shame on you. Where have you been? But that's why I got you covered. Because, again, you can go to YouTube. You can binge watch Season 1. Keep watching Season 3. Binge watch Season 2. Yes, still keep watching Season 3. And then by the time Season 4 rolls around, you'll be caught up. We have guests, all this good stuff. Absolutely awesome. So, I mean, I just again, absolutely love bringing it to you. You can get caught up, and again, so much is here. And days we haven't had people on, it rips through quick. We go through again. I mean, yes, I'll talk to certain things about the box score, but about the teams, about being out there practicing, what I've seen, talking to coaches. So again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube. But so softball, yes, drops all three to Texas Tech, which is quite a bummer. But like I said, Saturday again, that was the closest at 7-5 because Friday was 6-0, and then yesterday was 7-1 for them, and it was tough. I mean, they squared up. Again, they were squaring up. They were getting, barrel to ball. But another issue is, again, some of it was right to the defense. And Tiari Ho Ching almost had a I want to say it would have been a 2-run. It would have been a 2 RBI single. She laced this ball, and again, the left fielder got a great break, made the play, but it was like it wasn't like it was a crazy high pop. It was just stayed up long enough to be an out. And I mean, Emily Shep again hits Tanya Wendell. I mean, getting raked. Got the base hit, but still 7-1 yesterday. And that was tough. Baseball, though, man, like I said, forks up to Willie Bloomquist. And again, this team, what they've done, I mean, we've talked a ton about Landon Harrison because why? Well, again, he's at the top of the order. He's, started out in left field, playing a lot of center field now. But just hitting I mean, literally, he's like 20 versions of Roy Hobbs right now. He is like, okay, maybe not. Let's just say 10 versions. Let's not get carried away. I know that was a homer. That was a homer number, guys. I know. Me on Pitchfork once with a homer number. Weird. But he's like 10 Roy Hobbs. For you kids who don't know who Roy Hobbs is, go watch The Natural. I'm just telling you, as a baseball movie, again, just go watch The Natural. But he's hitting the cover off the ball. You'll understand that more when you watch The Natural, kids. That being said, but this lineup, just in general, I mean, again, he's been in fuego. But when you look at what they've done. I mean, Friday night, they just whooped Baylor 11-2. I mean, absolutely whoop them. So you feel really good about that. And they're number 19, by the way. I mentioned that off the top of the show. It's off top of the show, but Friday night, I mean, Cole Carlone went 6 innings, got the win. He's 4-2 now. He went 6 innings. He gave up the 2 runs. They were both run, but 11 double-digit Ks again. Where have we heard this before? I don't know. Maybe it was softball. Oh yeah, that's crazy too. It was softball. Real quick. I gotta tell you this because Friday night. Here's the madness of it, right? Here's the madness of Friday night, real quick, before we get back to baseball. So Kensey Brown went 6 innings, right? Gave up 6 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. 10 Ks, though. 10 Ks, double-digit Ks. Did give up 2 walks. There were 2 home runs. She gave up. But, I mean, yeah, she threw 102 pitches total, and 68 of them were strikes. So, I mean, but 10 Ks, and again, two pitches, and they got them. And I think one of them, I think Coach was saying was you want 2 pitches back. I think one of them maybe just missed the spot a little bit, and a little bit, I guess it's hitters would say, or coaches would say, but hitters would say it was a little bit fat. So, but yeah, I mean, 10 Ks though, another double-digit K. So yeah, I had to get that in there, but I digress. Back to baseball. Cole Carlone. I mean, he threw 100 pitches. That's crazy. On Friday night, Carlone and Brown both threw 100 pitches even. Brown had, like I said, 68 of hers were strikes. 64 of Carlone's were strikes. His ERA 3.57, but he gets a win at 4-2. But Harrison was 1 for 5 in that game, so a little bit tough for him. But right behind him, look, New Contradas. He goes 2 for 4. He drove into, scored 3. He did hit a home run. Also was walked. So the one game, and Harrison is still just in case you thought he was under 400, guys. No, he's at 439. Absolutely insane. And Contradas was 2 for 4 that night. Dean Toigo was 3 for 5. Drove in 2, scored 2. He also had a home run. Beckett Zavorik had 2 home runs Friday night. So you see the lineup, I mean, again, just going crazy. And Harrison, got 1 hit. So it's like, as much as he's picked up the lineup that night, I say it in jest because, again, definitely they were 16 for 38. Obviously, 9 RBIs on 11 runs, 1 double, 5 home runs, 3 walks, and they did strike out a total of 8 times. So, but still, I mean, the way this team is playing, especially like defensively, and I know, but expect them, they shouldn't be kicking the ball around. Yes, at times there's been issues before, but again, that is that. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. On the way out, though, I will tell you this, guys. On the way out, you're going to see some honoring the seniors because it was senior weekend in you're going to see obviously it was senior weekend. So again, you're going to see homage to the seniors on the way out. All right, we'll go to break, show a few. But yes, so don't go far. On the other side, again, we'll talk more baseball, break down, again, softball, that's what we'll hit lacrosse, we'll hit the Penn relays for track. Very, very good for Sun Devils track and field. So yes, we will do that. But on the way out, again, Want to honor him. Played again their hits on the way in. So, but yeah, we'll step aside. Have more Pitchfork Lunch coming right up.
Go. And a fork if you got a hand. If not, it's okay.
Our next Sun Devil senior.
Thank you so much.
Player of the Year as a career .330 hitter after back-to-back 60-plus hit seasons in 2024 and 2025. Didn't take long for Ulrich to showcase those hitting abilities as she turned in her first multi-hit performance as a Sun Devil on February 14th before connecting on her first home run at Arizona State during ASU's 8-0 6-inning win against Michigan on February 21st. The same way they introduced her to the field years ago.
Okay, we'll get everybody in for a photo.
Mom Allison, brother Colton, and fiance Jake Perry, all accompanying her onto the field this
If you know
afternoon.
Ford, throw it up.
Let's hear it for number 49, Brooklyn Ulrich.
Perfect. Now friends and family can stay.
Friends and family? Okay.
Yep, there we go. You can come in front. Oh, one line
that
is
working?
great.
Is that better?
There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Her four-year collegiate softball career in the NFCA, all West Region 17 on the league, all Pac-12 second team selection, and 40-game winners has provided a reliable source out of the bullpen for ASU pitching coach John Bartelt in 2026. During her time in the ASU Maroon and Gold, Silva has totaled 11 wins, 1 save, and 70 strikeouts in 81 innings pitched. She made an immediate impact in a pitching circle this season when she earned a 2-inning save in ASU's season opener before tossing 4.23 frames and reaching early the win against Texas State. She set a personal single-game career high with a 10 strikeout performance in 4 innings of wood against Marist.
We can balance it out this way a little bit.
March 28th.
There we go.
Aisa is joined on the field this afternoon by her mother Erin, father Manny, brother Frankie, sister Vanessa, and niece Everly. Let's hear it for number 3.
Perfect. Now just
Lisa
friends and family.
Silva.
Yep, perfect. Here we go, guys, right here. Perfect, thank you.
And always picks up the phone when her number was called. That's Texas native. Signs always had an impact when a game played inside the Lone Star State in games at UTEP and Houston this season. Signs hit both of her career home runs with her first career long ball coming in her hometown of El Paso on March 10th. In fact, all 3 of her RBI this season have come against teams from the state of Texas. This afternoon, Sydney is escorted onto the field by her father Gilbert, mother Denise, brother Gil, sister-in-law Rachel, niece Lorena, and nephew Jeff. Let's hear it for number 14, Sydney Stein.
Say cheese.
Look at the camera and say cheese.
So here we go, guys, right here. Okay, just friends and family. Perfect. One more time, guys. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, a little bit of a senior day right there for you. Yeah, a little bit of senior day there for you. Got a little bit more coming up, but you guys want to get to, like I said, baseball as well. Talk that because it was a hell of a weekend. And when you look at the, like I said, so Friday was 11-2. Talked about that. Cole Carlone gets a win, just absolutely crushing it. And then on Saturday, a little bit of a close one, a little bit of a shouldn't say a little bit of a close one. It was a close game Saturday, but the Devils prevailed. They won 4-2, and that's pretty much all that matters here because, it is Pitchfork lunch, and they need to keep rolling. But this team jumped to number 19, like I said, in the rankings. They are one spot behind West Virginia, who, by the way, I think you Pitchfork lunchers might remember, might not, but it is the only conference series loss for Coach Bloomquist and the Sun Devils. And after he talked about losing to New Mexico, the midweek game, and it was a little bit embarrassing. His words, not mine, but it was, a team he felt that maybe, they should have beat, but they made plays. But you look, the Devils got off to a fast start, though. Saturday night, it was 2-0 after one, ASU, and then Baylor got one back in the top of the second. The Devils get that right back in the bottom of the third. So it's 3-1 after three. Go to the fourth. Baylor gets one back, so it becomes 3-2. That would be Baylor's last time they scored because they get shut out in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the Devils added one more insurance run in the 6th to make it 4-2 pitching-wise. Saturday night, Taylor Penn got the start. He went the first 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned 5 Ks for Penn to just 1 walk through 49 pitches, and 29 of those were strikes. Colin Linder came in, though, and went 4 innings. He got the win. He's now 4-2 as Linder, but same with him. He had pretty much the same line except for one difference. He also gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. He also had 5 Ks, but he had 1 more walk. So 5 Ks, 2 walks for Linder, 3 through 64 pitches. So 39 of those were strikes. And then Alex Overbay, who has come in and in relief from the matchups and what matchups they have. And again, it's not being too crazy analytical, but what they have as a pitching staff overall. And Coach talked about, excited from the beginning of the year. Well, we've seen the growth of Cole Carlone, what he has done, what he is doing. You get somebody like, a Taylor Penn, Colin Linder, and Alex Overbay. But Overbay pitched 2/3 of an inning. No hits, no runs. 2 Ks, 2 walks. He threw 19 pitches. 10 of those were strikes. And then Derek Schieffer came in for 1 1/3. So it was a 4-out save for Mr. Schieffer, but he gave up just 1 hit, had 2 K or no runs, no 1 runs, 2 Ks, no walks. He drew a total of 18 pitches. 12 of those were strikes for Schieffer, and they lock it down in a close one. So a blowout, a close one, Friday night blowout, Saturday night a close one, and they get the win there. And, Harrison was 1 for 3 with a walk. He scored a run, but with a walk on Saturday. New Contreras, bat still staying hot. He is up to 363. He was 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and he had a double and another home run on Saturday night. So his bat is, and Coach always talks about, his health was back to where they needed his bat in the lineup. So whether, in the field, maybe not so much in the beginning, but he was he was a DH, so not playing the field, but able to, get that awesome bat in the lineup. And love talking to New Contreras. Everything's just all that young man's had to deal with injury-wise and battling back and then get injured again and then battle back again. So, man, forks up again to the Devil baseball. Just the epitome of the toughness, the grit, everything that Willie Bloomquist that you've heard him say here on this show and just in general. Post-game pressers about, accountability in some teams and, how teams were shaping up. But his teams have always, since he's been here, again, just, guys being more keeping each other accountable is a huge thing because it's like we're watching, yes, we're coaching, but we cannot see everything all at once. And as all baseball coaches and any sport coaches will tell you, it's certain things you're looking at, but the players holding each other accountable. And man, New Contreras again, that's why he was voted a captain. Him and Sean Fitzpatrick voted captains, not really a surprise. So yeah, very stoked for again what New's done to this point, because just again, absolutely crushing it. But yeah, I mean, he was, like I said, 2 for 4. He scored 2 of the 4 runs that he drove into, and he scored 2. So yeah, a phenomenal night on Saturday for New Contradas. Dean Toigo, he's at 331 for the season, but he had a tough night. He was 0 for 4. Austin Rolig was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Dominic Smaldino also 1 for 3 with a run scored. Matt Polk was 1 for 4 with a double. Beckett Zavorik was 1 for 2. He drove in a run, had an RBI. Brody Briggs was he was 1 for 2 with a he was walked. He had a strikeout, but he also got walked. And then PJ Mountsaritis was 0 for 3. But, I mean, you win games like that. Again, New went crazy. Harrison after Saturday night was a 438. New Contradas up to 363. Toigo, like I said, at 331. Rolig at 314. Smaldino at 319. Matt Polk at 362. Beckett Zavorik 297, and then you got Brody Briggs at 258 and PJ Mountsaritis at 294. So that was after Saturday night. And then yesterday, well, the Devils, guess what? They put up another 11 runs, my friends. And the beauty of this game is, Sunday, it being a bullpen game, seeing what arms are available. And what I liked when I went back and watched it, again, 11-4 was the final. The Devils scored 1 in the bottom of the first. Baylor got that back in the top of the second. Baylor didn't score in the top of the third. Devils got 2 in the bottom of the third, so they're up 3-1 after 3. And then Baylor got 1 in the fourth, which made it 3-2 after 4. The Devils score 4, though, in the fifth and 3 in the sixth. So 7 runs in those 2 innings, and that made it 10-2, after 6. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 10-2 after 6. And then nobody scored in the 7th. The Devils got 1 more, their last run that they scored in the 8th to make it 11-2, and then Baylor got 2 in the top of the 9th, but that was all they could muster, and the Devils take it 11-4. But pitching-wise yesterday, and he said we'd see more of, Cole Klecker, who not even seeing more. We have seen a lot of him. I mean, he won the game. He got the Sunday start, and he went 6 innings. I mean, he was just rolling. 5 hits, gave up. He gave it the 2 runs. They were both earned, but 8 Ks. I mean, Klecker, it was beautiful to go. Like I said, I was at softball, as you guys know, full disclosure. So I went back and watched all the weekend baseball games. Although Saturday, we watched mostly all the baseball game after senior day, because they did it on Saturday. Again, it's a senior weekend, but they do it Saturday after the game. So that was really, really awesome. Cole Klecker, though, 6 innings, like I said, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 8 Ks to just 1 walk through 92 pitches, 62 were strikes. Jaden Alba got the save. He went 3 innings. That would be a save because whatever. I'm just going to leave it. He went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned. He had 5 Ks to just 1 walk, so 13 Ks to 2 walks pitching wise. But and again, Sunday you think, oh, you're gonna use more of your bullpen. Maybe Klecker only goes 3, 4, but in 6 innings only threw 92 pitches, so that's like 15 pitches an inning, which almost a little high. But then in 3 innings, Alba threw 52 pitches, so that's. So that's like just about 17 pitches an inning for Alba, but 52 pitches, 32 strikes. and they get out 11-4. So, I mean, they scored 26 to 8 over the weekend. Is that what I'm getting? 26 to 8. So that's 4. That Baylor scored 6, 8. Yeah. So 26 to 8. The Devils outscored them. Now, my friends, here's the cool part. When we look at the Big 12 baseball standings, and I will get to softball. I'm not ignoring it because they got swept again. ASU is now in second place behind the Jayhawks, Kansas, who is 17-4. ASU is 14-7. Well, UCF is also 14-7. The Devils have won 5 in a row. How have they won 5 in a row? What am I missing? Oh, by the way, men's golf, Big 12 championships teed off today. Almost forgot that. It's in my notes. Thank God I looked down right now. Sorry for the pause, but thank God I looked down right now. Men's golf, 72 holes at Prairie Dunes Country Club in Hutchinson, Kansas. Hutchinson Community College, obviously in Hutchinson, Kansas, but nonetheless, men's golf, though, they teed off today. 72 holes of absolute party and fun to see what they can do at the Big 12s, which they are definitely one of the favorites to win it. In my opinion, they're the favorite. But you got to play some golf, and I know Coach Thurman has them absolutely firing on all cylinders. So that being said, we'll talk more about that tomorrow too, recap round 1. But baseball, let's see. They've won 3 in a row. Big 12 standings wants to give them 5 in a row. That's cool. I was going to say, because they had they lost that midweek to Arizona. Then they went and swept BYU, or they lost in the opener to BYU, but then they took the last 2, and then they lost to New Mexico State 10-9 in 11 innings, as you guys remember, was there. But just swept Baylor. So they've won 3 in a row. But that's fine. But I'd say that because they won 3. Nonetheless, they are, let's see, is that right? Yes, they are 31-14, 14-7 in conference. They won 3 in a row, 22-7 at home, kids, and 8-4 on the road. So 1-3 neutral, as you know. But I digress. Kansas, 17-4. The Devils, 14-7. Along with UCF. West Virginia, they are up on them. They're 13-8, as is TCU. Then Oklahoma State is 11-10, along with BYU being 11-10. Cincinnati is 10-11. K-State, Utah, and Baylor, now since they just got swept, are 9-12. You have the team down south at 7-14. Sad. And then Texas Tech at 6-15, and Houston at 4-17. When we look at the Sun Devils' upcoming schedule, Baylor. So they are headed to UCF this weekend. They have no midweek, so that's makes sense because it would have been today or tomorrow, and they're still traveling to Orlando to play UCF. So May 1st, 2nd, 3rd at UCF, and then for softball, by the way, it would be April 30th, May 1st, and 2nd. They are at BYU. That's where they close out in Provo. And then on Tuesday. So they leave UCF. Their game, it's 10 a.m. on ESPN Plus. All three of those games are on ESPN Plus. But then they'll go from there to Missouri, and they will take on the Tigers at Taylor Stadium, and that's at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. So the midweek on the road, and then they come home for Oklahoma State May 8th, 9th, and 10th. Then the 12th are at Grand Canyon. Then they go to Houston May 14th through 16th. And then the Big 12 tournament, which is at Surprise Stadium, is, well, here, but the Big 12 tournament starts May 20th through May 23rd. So a little bit left to be jockeying, and again, not playing Kansas because again they skipped the Jayhawks this season with the unbalanced schedule, as we say, with all these teams. And they have 5 against Arizona. They have a 3-game series, and they took 2 midweeks. So you're not going to have a midweek with Kansas because, once again, those – oh, actually, that would count against – maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't. If it's just a one-off, it doesn't count. I'm going to find that out. I'm not going to have a conversation with you guys and myself about it, but I'm going to find that out. So, yes, that's what baseball did there. So stoked for them, as they are absolutely rocking it. Track and field guys, they had a heck of a trip to the Penn Relays, as you know. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring it over there. It's right here. ASU finished 17th, by the way, in the men's 4x1. It's a time of 40.86, and the winning time was 39.47, and then 39.48, and a little bit of a breather at 39.58. That was so South Florida, Clemson, then Utah Tech. But yeah, the Devils at 17th in the 4x100. They were 5th in their heat. The Devils finished 3rd in their heat in the 4x400. They were at 3:06.24, and then they finished 3:06.24. I gotta go back and look. I'm not, but realize it was a Yeah, we'll finish ASU results tomorrow. My apologies on that, but just know it was good, very good. They had a very strong showing in general at the Penn relays, which there's high school and college there, guys. Believe me. So I mean, high schools go out there. It's been a traditional huge meet. I know I've talked about it in the past on here, but yeah, the Penn relay is absolutely awesome. I do have that report. I got results, but I need to go back and watch that. Lacrosse, this was a tough one, guys. As they were trying to get that road win, it has been a teeny bit tough on the road. But they played at Colorado, finished Big 12 play, and number 15, they lost 19-5. Well, they already qualified for the Big 12 tournament, and this Thursday, who do they play in Gainesville, Florida? Colorado. Good news is you just saw them. Bad news is it was a tough one. I'll get more into details of that tomorrow because I did go back, I kept up with the I got to go back and watch a few things. But so tomorrow, again, we'll finish recapping lacrosse. We'll get more into the draft picks too, because absolutely phenomenal. I mean, 4 guys that were drafted. So Jordan Tyson, as you guys know, it was Jordan Tyson. It was Max Giannis, first round guys. And then Keith Abney and Keyshawn Elliott in the 5th round. Well, those 4 were drafted, but Shimon Mateer got picked up by the Eagles, as you know, or no, by the Steelers. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking of Eric Wilson would have loved that one. The Jets, yes, picked up Simon Malik McLean. The Jordan Crook, the linebacker, was invited to Seahawks mini camp. Again, absolutely love it, the way he balled out. And just again, his linebacker might not be the biggest, but is around the ball and gets everybody lined up as needed to. And again, very vocal leader. Also, I mentioned Shimon Mateer, Pittsburgh, Xavier Alford, Tampa Bay, Prince Dorba, Buffalo, and Nyland Green got invited to Atlanta's rookie mini camp. So, along with Jordan Crook, just another 5, and then Malik McLean. So just kind of waiting to see what happens with Justin Watley. But yeah, Keith Abney Jr., Detroit Lion, man, absolutely awesome. Like I said, Nyland Green with the Falcons, Dorba with the Bills, Mateer with the Steelers. So again, phenomenal. These guys getting, again, I know, yes, you want all your guys drafted, but they got 4 drafted during, and of course a lot get invites, and I think quite a few will make these. And some might, be on a practice squad, but I'm thinking Pittsburgh, the way Shimon Mateer can block, it is no surprise. And hey, there'll be times he gets to line up next to his somebody he knows pretty well, in Maxi Onachor, pretty comfortable next to Onachor. So that absolutely huge. And of course, Heinz Ward is there. Brad Denny and Doug Tamaro are very happy. So that is that. But so look, recap a little bit more draft stuff tomorrow, but softball, we'll talk standings tomorrow, what ASU needs to do against BYU. Same thing for lacrosse. We'll hit men's golf tomorrow. And who knows, maybe we'll even have a guest tomorrow. There could be something cool in the works. There's always something cool in the works. Whatever pans out, we have to see. So, but I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. We're going to get out of here on a little more senior day from softball, as again the seniors were honored. Plus, oh, of course, the team dad got honored too. Yes, you'll see it. I'll play it after the seniors, but yes, shout out to Mike. I'm going to play it after and start the show with it tomorrow too. But yes, we'll see a little bit more of that and go from there. But yes, we'll see Senior Day again. Don't forget, guys. Thanks for rating back-to-back Big 12 champs in women's volleyball. It is hashtag our state, team down south, school down south. Do not forget that because it is our state. And yeah, 3-0 right here. So you know what that means. It is our state, so I will always remind you of that. Yes, I will be back same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. So join us again. A lot more to get to. We'll hear some more sound. We'll hear from Coach Bartlett. Hear from Coach Bloomquist too. Again, updates, everything. Pitchfork Lunch got you covered, and hopefully a guest. Again, we'll see what it's in the works. So we shall see. That being said, yes, have a phenomenal rest of your Monday. I will, like I said, we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, and you guys know it. As always, go Devils, and yes. You know what's coming, Pitchfork Munchers. And go Devils and forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27.
Collegiate softball career playing alongside her sister in 2023. Nadia went on to carve out her own niche within the Sun Devil program with back-to-back seasons of hitting .336 or better, including a .382 clip as a sophomore in 2024. She also hit her lone home run during her sophomore campaign when she hit one against U.S. Steel State on February 25th. Joining Yaya on the field this afternoon are her mother Maria, father Mauro, grandmother Juanita and Sierra, sisters Yahida and Yanni, Julie and Kierna, Olivia, Tilly, and David Jackie Vasquez Martin. That's it for number 21, Yaya Acuña.
It's been a while.
All right, here we go, guys, right here. If you know fork, go ahead with it. Okay, friends and family. Yep, there you go, perfect. All right, one more time right here. There you go. Perfect, thank you.
Honorable member and an academic all-Big-12 first team selection, Haley Pond held down the brain for the Sun Devil program. In 4 seasons on the field, Pond has appeared in and started over 215 career collegiate softball games. She paired a career 300s, batting average with a career 976 OPS in 546 career plate appearances. In her lone season with Tempe, Pond has doubled her single-season home run and total bases total while continuing the streak of consecutive seasons played with 26 or more walks drawn. This afternoon, Haley is joined by her mom, Perry, and Wiley, brother Ivan,
Okay, we'll bring everyone in for a photo.
and Wiley. Uncle Ryan gets the goal.
Yeah, we'll start cleaning it out. We'll go everybody and then we'll start pouring it out.
As well as boyfriend Devin Curtis. That's her for number 42, Haley Pond.
All right, come in tight. Here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, now we'll just stay friends and family, and then we'll do another one. So everyone can stay in on this one, except coaches. There we go. No, you guys can stay, friends and family. Here we go. Stay in. Come on, stay in. Come on. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, and then just the tighter grip that you were looking for.
The spark plug out of the leadoff spot for the Sun Devils. There's been very few batters like Tom Wendell to come through Tempe. Since coming back home to the Valley after and 185 career games played. She's a two-time NFCA All-West Region third-team selection, as well as preseason All-Big 12 honoree to begin her senior season. Her name will be forever written in the Sun Devil record book when she became the 12th Sun Devil with a 4-run performance against Southern Utah on February 20th. Joining her on the field this afternoon are her mother, Chrissy Owens, father Mike, brother Timothy, stepfather Clint, and grandparents Tammy and Randy Kratz. Let's hear it for number 44, Tanya Winkle.
Come on in tight. Come on up to the bench. There we go. Perfect. Now these friends and family can stay. There we go. Just come on into the front row. Perfect. Thank you. Right here one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
After being at unanimous preseason All-Big 12 selection, Brown has gone on to become the first English pitcher with back-to-back 200 strikeout seasons since Sun Devil Hall of Famer Dallas Escobedo in 2013 and 2014. She's posted 21 career double-digit strikeout outings in the circle, including a career best 4 consecutive starts with 10 or more strikeouts earlier this season. She's the first Sun Devil to ever earn 4 weekly honors for the same week. She's a 3-time Big 12 Pitcher of the Week. She's
all right, come on in, guys. Right up to the plat.
She's Casey Brown, and today she is joined on the field by her father Andy and grandmother Linda. Let's hear it for number 10,
Just friends and family.
Kenzie Brown.
Yep. Come on in. There we go. Thank you so much. All right. Yep, there we go. That works great. All right, everybody's looking right here. You know, fork, go ahead and put it up. Perfect. All right, now let's just get the seniors all right there center with your clap.
I went to Arizona State.
Right.
I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call. Two play fake. Funnel will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. 11 swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met. The backfield runs through the contact and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Chuck this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Today. This one the other way. Still going back. Got the drag. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her 3 right on the money.